No, the video just started. Good, because I am not missing another holiday run. What do you mean another? You haven't missed a single one since I created you in, what was it, April? Nah, I missed a Halloween challenge in PLA. I didn't do a Halloween challenge this year. The birthday challenge took way too long to make. I didn't have time. Plus, Legends ZA might not come out in time for a Halloween run next year, leaving only the very hard BDSP finale and the can't start with the ghost type Let's Go. I'd rather wait and not be swamped with work making a Halloween challenge after Halloween. Oh. Anyway, what's going on, guys? Joshua here, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, etc, etc. I hope to God this is actually coming out on time. Listen, I'm not good with this whole intro thing, even though I've been doing it for like 3 years. So let's just skip to why you're really here, to watch me suffer. Last year I did a Pokemon challenge in Pokémon Sword with only one Abomasnow. My first single Pokemon challenge since my infamous Vaults challenge with the ear-bleeding audio.
Though he sends me the Rocks egg, eventually.
I actually completed it on time despite me doing Gamesmith that year. But I think I completed the video like a day or two in advance, which is more than I could say with the Halloween challenge last year, which I recorded the final voiceover for literally the evening before Halloween. And then my birthday challenge this year was almost a Halloween challenge, I swear to God. Now I'm here for my second Christmas themed challenge. Can I beat Pokémon Scarlet with only one Abomasnow? Yes, a single Pokemon challenge in the longest and probably hardest Pokemon game for a single Pokemon challenge. The win requirement is the same as it's always been. Get to the end credits of the game without having to break the rules. However, I'm not going to be disappointed if I don't get to the credits. This game is long and the ending trailers are really strong. Abomasnow has a lot of weaknesses, and a lot of those weaknesses are also found at the end of the game. My secondary goal is to beat Gita and become the champion, as becoming champion ends most other Pokemon games. That doesn't mean I won't try to get to the end of the game, I will. It's just that I'm not going to be surprised if I can't. Yeah, I originally intended to get to the end of the game, but then the dog broke her leg. So Gita had his. No way in hell I can get this done in time. If I went to the end of the game, I would finish in like January. That is way too late. Let's just get to the rules now, shall we? Rule number 1. In battle, I can only use Abomasnow and Snover. We start with the Snover again because I'm not sure I can actually get Abomasnow without it being like level 40. I play on legit cartridges. I can't just swap out one of the starters for Abomasnow. Rule number 2. No items in combat unless absolutely necessary, excluding Pokeballs and Held items, which are perfectly fine. Rule number 3. No picnics since it easily makes our friendship max out very early on. I'm not going to ban friendship though, just the easiest method to boosting our friendship. I might still have to rely on friendship though. And rule number 4. No outside help. Once I get my first Nova, I'm locked out from Pokemon Home or trading or anything like that. With the rules set, let's begin. I've done so many Pokemon challenges, I'm running out of ideas of what to say or the game's intro. Like I said on the top of the video, I play on legit cartridges. I can't just hack in a Snover at the beginning, so the game is always the same except for my quote-unquote starter choice. Unlike last year where I picked Scorbunny to avoid consistently fighting Quad, Stab, Fireball, Cinderace, I picked Quaxly so Ramona has this stupid horse thing. Yes, I know Fuecoco is a crocodile. But look at this derby motherfucker and tell me he doesn't look like a horse even a little bit. You might be thinking that I just made this challenge impossible since the ugly f***ing Skeledirge has quad super effective torch song. But I'm not too worried, I'll get into that later. The intro generally takes over an hour, by the way. It's a good intro, don't get me wrong, but still, the fast text speed being the equivalent of the previous game's normal text speed generally bothers me. Like in my Ghost type challenge and my Bulbasaur challenge, I need to transfer Pokemon into my game to breed so I can actually do this challenge. In my old Abomasnow challenge, I caught one in the wild, but that's because you can find them in the wild area easily. Here, you can't find them until like halfway through the game. I transferred over a Ditto, who for some reason is named Jaden, in my Abomasnow from my old grass type challenge. And remember that? Because I do. That challenge is over a year and a half old, my god. I got egg power from the shop, bred my Pokemon for eggs, and then went back to my room to hatch them. I hatched 6 to make sure I got one with a good nature, but also so I could get one with the grass Terra type. Out of the 6 that hatched, 2 had the ice Terra type, so they're immediately eliminated. And then with the 4 remaining, 3 had natures that lowered their offensive stats. I need both my attack and special attack, but thankfully the last one didn't have any bad stat gains. In fact, she had neutral stat gains. This is a male boss now. I would have named it Charlie, just like last year. But this is a female one. There would be little to no difference between them, so I named it Riley. There was absolutely nothing behind the name Riley. It just sounded good at the time. Of course, like always, we have to grind. Remember my Bulbasaur challenge where I had to slowly grind on Metapod at the start? Metapod isn't in Scarlet and Violet, so I need to beat up Magikarp instead. The first one takes forever, since my only attacking move at level 1 is an ice move, which Magikarp resists. I also have Leer, which lowers defense, even though Powder Snow is special. Once I get strong enough, I can grind on Psyduck until I get to level 11. I learn Mist and Leafage while doing this. The first gym is Katie, but she's a bug gym, so I'm not doing that. Not only is she a bug gym, which is super effective against Abomasnow, her Teddiursa will be spamming Fairy Cutter, a move that gets stronger every time it hits. Luckily, this is an open world game, so I have another option. The Stony Cliff Titan Cloth is also nearby. He's only a bit stronger than Katie, but he's weak to grass. However, Snover is ice type, so weak to rock. So the grind continues until level 17, one level higher than Cloth. This is the perfect reason to showcase why I wanted a Snover with the grass Terra type. When I terrestrialize into a grass type, I think I'm still offensively ice. However, I'm no longer ice type defensively, so I'm no longer weak to rock. Plus, I don't take quasi effective damage from fire, unless the opponent is terrestrializing. Since I terrestrialized immediately, Cloth can't actually deal super effective damage to me anymore. Meanwhile, my Terra boosted super effective grass moves do a number on him. If I had a special grass mode, I'd be doing more damage since I got more special attack EVs from the Psyducks, but I still won both matches first try. Cloth probably could have taken me out if he decided to attack me more, but he didn't, aiming for Ivan's shoulder instead of fighting off his only threat. First Titan down, from where to go. I decided to take on the grass gym next since ice is super effective against grass, and grass obviously resists grass. What do you know, it's super easy. Sudowoodo does have rock throw, but again, terrestrializing into a pure grass type gets rid of the rock weakness. As much as terrestrialization is definitely the lamest gimmick in the series so far, by a significant margin, it can make fights more strategic trying to figure out when to Terra, at least in single Pokemon challenges. Now it's time to go after Katie, or at least try. I have no clue how this will go. I leveled out a bit before fighting Brassias, so I got Ice Shard, a priority move. Remember in my Scarlet Ghost type run I had the Shadow Stick maneuver? I guess I'm having an Ice Shard maneuver here. In all seriousness, I don't think it'll be that useful, since that was a multi-Pokemon challenge, this is a single Pokemon challenge. I also buy a pair of Wise glasses for the special attack and challenge Katie. First on the field is Nimble, who is one shot with Powder Snow. This thing is super weak, so that's expected. Second is Tarantula, who actually survives Powder Snow. Bug Bite does only 12 damage, so a second Powder Snow finishes it. It's moments like these that made me glad gym leaders don't use items anymore. Last is Katie's only threatening Pokemon, Teddiursa. Teddiursa is much stronger than Nimble and Tarantula, and this one is spamming Fury Cutter, a bug move that, again, gets stronger every time it hits. Oh, and it's terrestrializing into a bug type, so it's even stronger. Powder Snow does less than half. I need to freeze it or for Fury Cutter to miss. Fury Cutter has only 95 accuracy, so that's not unreasonable. Second round, I get neither outcome. But Riley survives Fury Cutter with only 4 health. To guarantee my victory, I pulled Ice Shard maneuver and finished off Teddiursa. I couldn't have done that a single level lower, or without Wise Glasses. Now that Katie is defeated, I head west, mainly because the Open Sky Titan is down this path and I want to see if I match up. In a surprising twist that surprised nobody, we got crushed. Bombardment freaking 2-shot Riley. Didn't think that would work. This probably won't be possible for a while, so I continue west, passing a criminal gathering. Look, I know Team Star is far from an evil team. They're more pathetic in that regard than Team Yell. But think about it. They're planning to permanently occupy a decently sized chunk of land in the event the big boss never comes back. And they're not letting anyone through unless they're a member or come to challenge the boss. This group is even blocking the only path to Cascarifera. I mean, with Koraidon it is possible to jump over the barrier. But not everyone has a prehistoric lizard to ride. They set up freaking platforms and fences for Pete's sake. This has to be illegal, right? Okay, I take back my Team Yell statement. Those guys are basically just being obnoxious. They're not permanently blocking off areas to major cities. And Spike Mud doesn't count, his peers could just tell him to stop.
What the fuck are you doing?
I did battle the guard, but I ain't challenging the boss yet. The Giga River Room scares me. It has how much health? So I grinded the Asbestos Desert. Asado Desert. I like calling it the Asbestos Desert. The grind got me Icy Wind, which I replaced Powder Snow with. And then I got Razor Leaf, and learned Trailblaze and TM Bressius got me. Went back to the Open Sky Titan, and since my Birderer is faster, he could have killed me, as I actually went for Icy Wind twice, instead of the Ice Shard maneuver on the second phase. But both opportunities he had to finish me off, he spent attacking Orvin, who was spamming Rock Polish. That was much easier. Clearly Orvin is learning from this guy in Sword and Shield. I didn't expect that battle to go so well, but now my boss options are limited. Gaia Kamao and Mela with the Giga Rev Rooms, Ayana with her no weakness to Magius, or Water type Kofu who is higher level. I think the best option right now is Ayano, so go back to the desert to beat 5 trainers. Not for grinding reasons, but if I do I can talk to this guy and he'll give me the TM for Earthquake. My best answer to Fire and my only answer to Electric. Snowflake can't learn Earthquake, but Abomasnow can, so I'm stuck with Mud Slap, which I got from a different TM. Then I grind a bit more for levels. Riley's really close to evolving, but I want to make at least one attempt against Ayano with a Snowflake. So that means get close to level 40. During the grind I learned Ingrain over Trailblaze. I'll get Trailblaze back after the battle. I then remember that I'll be fighting Nemona next and not Ayana, so I'll quickly get Trailblaze back. Nemona leads with Rockruff, I'm terrestrializing. I can't have a rocky start, so I need to give this dog a rough time. Ah ha ha, the jokes never stop. After Rockruff gets one shot, Pomni comes out and I hit Mud Slap for that super effective damage. However, Mud Slap is shit. It only has 20 power, 40 power since super effective. Literally all my other moves would do more damage. Because of this, Pomni survived and hit Nuzzle, paralyzing me. Great. I'm not fully paralyzed and I take it out. Finally, it's the ugliest middle starter, somehow uglier than Crocodile. That's his official name now. Since I'm paralyzed, I'm slower than him and he terrors. With terrestrialization, his fire moves effectively become 4 times super effective as long as I'm terrestrialized. It's better than 8 times if I wasn't though. I survived the first hit of Incinerate somehow, but he hits the second despite his accuracy being lowered. I can definitely beat this at this level if I don't get paralyzed. And then I bank on Crocodile missing. But I don't really want to do that. I've been meaning to stock up on candy, so why not? Bump up my level to level 37. Now we have a new problem. Crocodile opens with Yawn, which means I'll fall asleep after a turn, leaving the battle up to pure luck. Mud Slap lowers accuracy, but Incinerate is base 100 accuracy, so it's not like I'm in for it to miss. I'm thinking I should change my held item. My first deal is the Expert Belt, which gives me a 20% boost to my super effective moves. Unfortunately, I can't buy it until I have 4 gym badges, or battling 5 trainers who are too high level for me. My next thought is the Bright Powder, but I can't get that until I beat the game. I can find it on the ground, in Area 0, but I decided to swap out the Wise Glasses for Soft Sand. Soft Sand boosts ground moves by 20%, rather than Wise Glasses 10% to all special moves. I lose some power of the rest of my special moves, but I'm not using those anyway, so... First try with Soft Sand, I get paralyzed from Palm static ability. Are you kidding me? Second try, I get the Crocodile. I wake up fast and he misses just enough Incinerates for me to win. Iona's gym mission is a breeze. It's just an easy game of Where's Waldo with battles in between the first and second round. Iona herself is a little tricky though. My only super effective move is Mud Slap, which is weak. And she doesn't even leave the Pokemon I can use it on. Ocho is part flying, so although he's immune to ground, he is weak to ice. Snover is kind of a slow bag of rocks, so he's faster and he hits Pluck. Icy Wind, of course, one-shots him. Luxio is surprisingly slower than me, so Bite can't flinch me. Icy Wind plus Mud Slap finishes it. Third is Belly Bolt, the tanky one. Mud Slap destroys his accuracy, so he only ends up hitting me with a single water gun before going down to Icy Wind. Last is Mismagius, who strategizes into an electric type, meaning she has no weakness because she has Levitate. She also has Confuse Ray, great. I ended up hitting myself once, and when I probably would have finished her off with a Trailblaze, I hit myself again and fainted. Damn it, we were so close. As crushing of a loss as that is, I know I can beat her as a Snover. I probably didn't need to level up to the very edge of level 39, but I did anyway and gave Riley the Metronome. What the Metronome does is boost the power of my moves every time I use them in a row. It takes some time to get it going, but this will hopefully make Belly Bolt quicker. Enough talk, let's get started. Watchful goes the same way and Luxio is out. I saw my Mud Slap train immediately, taking 3 Mud Slaps to take him out, boosting it by 40%, I think. Belly Bolt misses his first attack, what the f*** is happening? I don't know what these beams are, never seen them before. Is this a glitch? I wouldn't be surprised. Skull and Violet are buggy aims, and that's why I love them. This Magic comes out, and if I could hit her with Mud Slap, it would do tons, but I can't because of Levitate. This time around, I don't hit myself and land 2 Icy Winds to get Miss Magius to red health. I know from my last attempt that 2 Icy Winds will make me faster than Miss Magius, so I Terra, for some reason, then hit myself. Miss Magius hits Hex, and I guess those 2 extra levels, plus the additional one from leveling up, helped more than I thought because Riley survived another Hex. Then she snaps out of her confusion and finishes Miss Magius with a Terra boosted Trailblaze. Woo! To celebrate my victory, Riley evolved into an Abomasnow, learning Ice Punch in the process. It's a Christmas Abomasnow challenge, so I should have evolved earlier, but they're both Christmas trees, so according to Holly, they're perfectly fine. And then celebrate my new evolution by beating the ever-living shit out of the Water-type gym. If I terrestrialized, I would have been weak to Crapominal with Ice moves. It wouldn't have mattered anyway though, since I'm faster and one-shot it. Also, he doesn't have any Ice moves. Be real here, did anybody think that battle would be hard? No. While I'm here, I decided to take on Team Star's Dark-type leader. Let's get to it! Damn it. Alright, let me go catch 2 Magikarp named Magi and Carby respectively. Such creative names, sir, yes! Magi and Carby died almost immediately in the Star Raid, but Riley held on a lot more because, well, she's very high level. Gotta come out time. Hey, a Steel type, better kill her with Earth. I forgot to swap Mudslide for Earthquake, so Poniard got a sharply boosted Metal Claw on Riley because of Mud Slap. It is just that weak. Giga Revolume is out, and I'm sparing Ice Punch, forgetting that these things are immune to status conditions. I already start with a Metronome, so why not? Even after learning my special defense with Metal Sound, Revolume did less damage than Poniard did. I took it out with plenty of health to spare. That was easy, but I highly doubt the other team's process will be. After the battle, I replaced Mudslide with Earthquake, only to replace it with Low Kick immediately after, because my next target is immune to ground. As I haven't battled the looking Steel Titan over East, Phase 1, most of the damage Earthworm did was from the bonus damage from Wrap. That's embarrassing. And then in the second phase, I got a critical hit with Low Kick, killing him. He didn't even get a chance to attack me. Why was I so worried about this fight? Let's keep this boss rush rolling with a superior Quaking Earth Titan, Great Tusk. Go away, Sada, I'm busy fighting an elephant dinosaur. Obviously, I terrestrialized to not be weak to fighting. I also took off the Metronome because Great Tusk has knockoff, and knockoff gets stronger if I have an item. Unfortunately, I really need the Metronome to win. First attempt, the big GT here, mostly spamming Rapid Spin, while I was spamming Trail Blaze. Then he crit Brick Break, damn it. Second try, instead of spamming Rapid Spin, Great Tusk spams Brick Break. Great Tusk has very high attack, obviously, so Brick Break does a lot of stab damage. Remember how I talked about EXP candies earlier? Well, I feed all of them to Riley and get her up to level 43. Apparently through Apparently through Great Tusk's good, or I guess bad, move choice, this was enough to pass Phase 1. Phase 2 is the same strategy, but Arvin decides to be useful for once and harshly lower Great Tusk's speed. With Trailblaze raising my speed, Great Tusk never got faster than me, so I can safely finish it off. Definitely the hardest battle yet. You know how I said my dog's leg is broken? Well, now I'm babysitting her downstairs. I'm not in my normal recording room. I don't know if it's going to sound weird or not. Anyway, I've been putting it off for a while now, but it's time to challenge Mela, the fire-type Team Star boss. I grind level 50 just in case, learning my most anticipated move, Blizzard. When paired with Snow, Blizzard ignores accuracy checks to always hit, so this will be very useful. Once again, Maggie and Carpy don't last long in the Star Raid, but they're not supposed to. Riley actually took quite a bit of damage during this one because she has a 4 times weakness to fire. She took like half health. It doesn't really matter if you get auto-healed after the Star Raid, but it's still a little worrying. Or at least it would be if I didn't completely destroy Mela. I'm gonna just cut it short here. Mela was easy. I obviously stress-realized immediately because Torkoal's Drought summons Harsh Sun, meaning fire moves are even more powerful. Torkoal didn't survive one hit from Earthquake, and Giga Reverie just missed Overheat, then lowered my defense. Why didn't she go for Overheat again? Come on girl, go down fighting. I then decided to go for Atticus, the Poison-type Team Star boss. The Star Raid was easy. Riley is weak to Poison, but she still took no damage. I don't think it's possible to fail these unless you're super underleveled and don't know how to video game. Skuntank and Muck go down in 1 Earthquake each, but then comes out a normal Reverie. This one's still weak to ground, but he flinched me with Iron Head, stopping my metronome, so I'll need to restart it by one-shotting it with Earthquake. We must have had a speed tie because I went first second round. Last is a Giga Reverie, who spams Noxic Torque for 32 damage. I probably would have one-shot the Giga Reverie if I didn't flinch from Iron Head and had to restart my chain. Then he hits Flame Charge for even less damage than Noxic Torque, and I finish him off. He could have beaten me with a Noxic Torque again and either got a crit or a high damage roll. But he didn't. Ironically, the Poison Team Star member put up more of a fight than the Fire one did. Time to hit the road again. Hit the road? Where did that phrase even come from? Why are we hitting the road with our hands? And why does smacking a road or And why does smacking a road or pathway mean traveling? I don't get it. Anyway, when I arrive in Medeli, Nimona wants to challenge me to a battle again, but then she leaves and doesn't. Huh. I read on Bulbapedia that only the final Nimona battle is actually mandatory to win. That's why I'm challenging this gym early. I want to test out whether Nimona is mandatory or not. Or at least, I would if I actually struggled to fight. First we have to battle Larry though, after doing this stupid, dumb, shouldn't exist gym mission of course. I really want to make a video about how bad and dumb this stupid gym mission is. Just, not now. Larry himself is easy. Kamala gets one shot by Blizzard, so the Dunsparce is out. She survived Blizzard and hits Glare, paralyzing me. I finish it off after taking a Hyperdrill, but this worries me a bit. I really didn't need to worry though, because after a super long, drawn out, and unneeded mid-battle cutscene that I have no idea why the frick it's even here, I one-shot the Raptor. I didn't even have the metronome boost. I used Ice Punch last time. That's the raw power of Blizzard right there. Now that I'm done, Nimona comes out of the shadows and wants to battle me. Now that I know that Nimona's battles are not actually necessary, I find her even more annoying. In Area 0 and after, she's lovably stupid and ignorant in her own way that's not annoying. But during the main game, she's just super annoying. She's an absolute pushover in this battle. Earthquake spam for the win. Now that's over, I head for Delibird Passage. That's not what it's actually called, but that's easier to remember, just like Asbestos Desert. Here's where I can get the expert belt I mentioned earlier. I battle 4 trainers in the cave, but the league staff member doesn't give it to me. I spent like 30 minutes looking around for the last trainer before realizing the guy outside the cave is the last trainer I need. Why did he count, but other trainers in the same cave don't? I found like 2 other trainers that apparently don't count. It's the same cave. Anyway, I finally got my hands on the expert belt, and I continue my trek up the mountain, leading me to Grusha's gym. I immediately skip past it because he's a higher level. Also, why the hell is there a gym up here anyway? Where I really want to go is Montenevera, home to the ghost gym leader Rhyme. Rhyme's another double battle gym leader, which are always annoying, but especially in single Pokemon challenges, because I have to pull Carpy out of the box just to challenge her. I've already stated in many runs that I don't like Trainer Rush gym missions, but most of the ones I've played don't auto-heal you like the ones here. Maybe I just never noticed, but I don't remember Opal healing you in between trainers. What's the point of a Trainer Rush if you get healed in between the battles? Especially because Riley took a lot of damage in the second round due to Pain Split. If I didn't get auto-healed, I would actually be in trouble. But no. Rhyme time. Kirby dies immediately from Mimikyu's Shadow Sneak. He was probably faster than Magikarp anyway, plus he has this Disguise ability. What was Magikarp going to do? Speaking of Disguise, the ability causes it to survive Blizzard, along with Bayonet just being bulky enough to survive one. Riley's a tank though, so Shadow Sneak from Bayonet does very little. Another round of attacks from both of them also does nothing. A single Blizzard finishes off Bayonet, but Mimikyu is still standing. Rhyme sets out House Stone before raising my offensive stats. Big mistake. One Blizzard feints both of them. Now it's a one-on-one. Toxtricity versus Riley. Toxtricity lands a super strong Hyper Voice. However, he can't handle a Metronome boosted Blizzard and faints. I win. Bishop, what are you doing? This is the last easy gym battle, by the way. I'm focusing on gym battles so I can end the video as soon as possible, but unfortunately the last 2 battles for the Elite Four are not going to go well. First, I travel to the big mountain southeast. Now that I have the jump boost ability from Cloth I got eons ago. Wait, no, you get, why did I write Cloth? You get it? You get the jump boost ability from Orthworm. Why did I write Cloth? Now that I have the jump boost ability from Orthworm, I can make it up here into Alfredo. I know it feels like I just talked about a rival battle, but there's another rival battle. I guess if there was any time to test if the Mono was mandatory or not, this is it. Of course I'm not going to throw the fight, god no. In fact, I would have won if I didn't get hit by Thunder Wave lowering my speed. And yeah, the Mono isn't mandatory. In any of the battles minus the final one. The old school Pokemon player inside me wants to try it again over and over until I beat Nemona here, since it's definitely possible at this level. But I don't really want to do that. 4,100 Pokédollars? Pfft, that's nothing. I haven't sold anything all game. If I really need the money, I can just go to the shop and cash in. Now it's time for the super drawn out and boring, not so quick time events followed by Battle's Gym mission. It only took like 7.5 minutes this time though. I think it took like 10 minutes my last challenge. Of all the gym leaders to give me a hard time, Tulip was not high on that list. I mean, she's got 4 Pokemon and none of them have super effective moves. I have the Metronome. I should be Blizzard spamming everything I kill. But I'm not. I should have seen this coming since it's a psychic gym, but I was tired that day. It was like 9 o'clock when I recorded this. Tulip's Pokemon all take special moves like Blizzard very well. Florge's special defense is in the triple digits for Pete's sake. And Esparta, for some reason, is not flying type. Spamming Blizzard doesn't get me very far, especially because of a new problem. Power points. Blizzard only has 5 PP, and with Tulip's Pokemon taking special moves really well, I'll run out and have to start a new Metronome chain. To get around this, I learned Terra Blast to finally use my Grass Terra type seriously in battle. Terra Blast category depends on my stats. It's special if my special attack is higher than my physical attack and vice versa. Guess which stat is higher? Surprise, surprise, even after like 3 levels and a few stat changes, we still don't get far. Come back a few levels higher, this time spamming Terra Blast the entire time instead of breaking my chain and saving PP. I was able to one-shot Esparta, but Flora just finishes me off after. Don't worry. This is an open world game. I have more options. I just have to go and see how well Grusha will go. However, I want a super effective move, so I learned Rock Tomb from the TM machine. There was also Rock Slide, but I don't think I'll need that since his first Pokemon Frostmoth is double weak to Rock. And I think I can just spam Earthquake the rest of the battle. First try Grusha, and Frostmoth survives Rock Tomb with 1 HP, sets up Tailwind, and then takes out over half my health with Bug Buzz. Okay, Rock Slide it is then! Rock Slide is less accurate, but it's more powerful, and I'm sure the lower accuracy won't be a problem, right? Right? Frostmoth goes down in 1 Rock Slide, then Beartick is out. You know what ability Beartick has? Frickin' Snow Cloak! Should stop doing that. It's scaring the dog. Snow Cloak boosts evasion in snow, and my ability, Snow Warning, summons the snow. Rock Slide is not an accurate move, and my ability is making it worse. I'm pretty sure the metronome's effect resets if my move misses, which it does a lot unfortunately. Beartick did so much damage that when Titan came out, I was hit by a move and fainted. 1 move, and I fainted. Second try, I go for Earthquake on Beartick instead. I could still miss Earthquake for a Snow Cloak, but it's more accurate than Rock Slide at this point. I was able to get past the Titan too, but then Artalia came out and finishes me off with Moonblast. I'm in red health, there's no way I'm surviving that. I then say, F this, and bump up my level to level 60, and match my stats with Feathers. Even with that extra power, I still don't win. Artalia takes my Earthquakes too well. One of my attempts, I was literally 1 hit away from winning. I had survived Atalia's Hurricanes in red health, and so I had to finally finish it off. But, you know what Hurricane's secondary effect is? Confusion. I bet you can guess what happened next. Yep, I hit myself in Confusion and fainted. Great! 4th attempt at level 60. Frostmoth is still a one-shot. I'm surprised I never missed Rock Slide on this thing. Then Beartick comes out, and although he flinched with Rock Slide, he still gets off an Icicle Crash before fainting. Third is Titan, but I'm committing to Rock Slide and take it out in 2 hits, leaving just Artalia left. This battle is pure luck with how often she lands Hurricane. First turn we both miss our moves, resetting the power of Rock Slide, I think. Turn 2 I dodge Hurricane again, and this time land my Rock Slide. Due to my metronome resetting, it doesn't kill. Going for Rock Slide again is a gamble due to not being 100% accurate. But I click anyway. I survive Hurricane, don't get confused, and land the Rock Slide to finally finish off Artalia, winning the battle. Holy shit, that was rough. But I'm glad it's over. We still have Tulip left before the Pokemon League, and so I'm off to the desert to solve a problem that was never there to begin with. I catch 5 Phanpy because they have the Pickup ability. I want PP ups for Blizzard. I was planning on using Blizzard the entire fight to win. But as we already established, the problem isn't power points, the problem is that Tulip's team is eating my special moves for breakfast. I still manually grinded for like an hour to get as many items as I can from these guys. Got nothing useful, just junk and probably a lot of health EVs from the hundreds of Cthulhu I murdered in that mountain. Anyway, back to Tulip. Let's finally take her down. Hopefully in one try too, because the cutscene before the battle is probably the longest pre-gym leader cutscene in the game. It's really annoying getting stuck here. When I start the battle, I immediately check to make sure my attack is actually higher than my special attack this time. It is, and then I fire away with Terra Blast. Unknowingly, Frostwig sets up Reflect, increasing their resistance to physical moves. This may be a good thing because, although it takes longer to take anything out, the metronome charges up more. I don't know what to say about this, but literally, all 3 of Tulip's Pokemon before Florges survived my Terra Blast with literally 1 HP. What the hell? I like to joke that this happens all the time in challenges, and for the most part it kinda is a joke since, of course, it doesn't occur in every battle. But oh my god, like, what the hell? Thankfully, Reflect wore off by the time Florges came out, so I could one-shot her easily, giving me the win. So not only is my hatred for Cthulhu reawakened, but I've now developed an even bigger hatred for Tulip as well, because she reminds me of something from 7th grade I don't like. You know who you are, Shyla. Now that all 8 gyms are down, Namana and Gita invite me to take part in the Elite Four to become a champion. Aiming to end the run, I decide to not do that. The Elite Four here works the same way as it does in any other Pokemon game featuring the Elite Four. 4 battles in a row plus a champion, and you must defeat all the trainers in a row to become the champion. If you black out once, you have to restart all the way back to the beginning. I don't think I can get very far with my current moveset, so I decided to stockpile on moves instead. What I mean by that is I teach my Abomasnow a move so that it's in her move bank for later. Unlike previous games, you can edit your Pokemon's moveset on the fly. Elite Four is going to be more of a puzzle than an actual battle sequence. 2 moves I want are Seed Bomb and Giga Drain, and I can craft Seed Bomb on the TM machine. Or at least, theoretically I can. I should have checked if I actually can craft Seed Bomb right now because I can't. Well, that was a waste of time. Don't panic, I can get Seed Bomb in the wild. Bulbapedia says something about the orange trail above the lake I do not remember the name of, and for some reason my brain thought I needed to climb up to get there. FYI, I don't. Despite me being stupid, I take on the Frost Dragon Titan anyway. Phase 1 and 2 are super easy. Water type versus grass type. Who do you think was going to win? Phase 3 is a little harder because Tatsugiri is not weak to grass. He's water dragon type, which it cancels out. Still, it only took 3 rounds of spamming Terra Blast to win. If Tatsugi used Muddy Water more and destroyed my accuracy, I could have been in trouble, but he insisted on using Icy Wind to lower the speed of the already slower Pokemon. The only time he used Muddy Water, it missed. After the battle, I actually let one of my Phanpy evolve, losing pickup. Damn it. Well, at least I can climb now. The game wants me to go to the lighthouse to battle Arven, but I don't really care about Arven in this video. Or at least right now. So I focus on getting Giga Drain in the lake and Seed Bomb in the trail. Right? I couldn't find Seed Bomb in the lake. I spent like 10 minutes looking until I decided to Google it and finally find it. I should have looked it up to begin with because that's how I found Giga Drain. But now I have both moves locked and loaded. I think I'm ready for the Elite Four. Let's do this. Obviously, the Champions Pop Quiz was easy. Why do they even have this? But Rika is not. Well, she only took 2 tries, but I still expected to demolish her since she's a ground trainer. First is Wishcash, who gets one shot by Giga Drain, cause quad. Then comes Camerupt, a ground fire type. Giga Drain won't be super effective, so I Terra, just in case. Then go for Earthquake. Unfortunately, Earthquake leaves her with almost no health left, and she hits Fire Blast, almost killing me. Another Earthquake takes it out, and then comes Donphan. She has Sturdy, so she can't be one-shot. I use Giga Drain to heal, and she goes for Poison Jab, bringing me down to the 30s, and poisoning me, great. I take it out with Giga Drain, heal a whopping 1 HP, then faint to the poison. Okay, that was just bad luck. I try again, but this time pulling the Expert Belt out of the bag. Aha! I knew that would be useful. The small boost the Expert Belt gives is just enough to kill Camerupt, meaning I'm at full health against Donphan. I should have learned a weak move to do basically no damage so I can break Sturdy and then actually heal from Giga Drain, but I didn't. Poison Jab, thankfully, doesn't poison me, so I can take it out with another Giga Drain. Next is Dugtrio, and this is why I was using Giga Drain last turn and not Blizzard. 1, I forgot I didn't have the metronome anymore, so I wasn't building power. And 2, Dugtrio has Sandstorm, which says it's Sandstorm, and activate Sandville. Lo and behold, I miss my 100 accuracy Giga Drain anyway and get hit by a Rock Slide. Thankfully, I don't flinch and then my next hit one-shotting it. Last is Clodsire, who isn't a one-shot with Giga Drain, but he only used Earthquake and Protect, so I was completely fine. Why doesn't Clodsire have an attacking poison move? He only has Toxic. That is horrible for your ace. That first loss was just bad luck, but the losses against Poppy I wish could be chalked up to bad luck. Poppy is a steel trainer, so strong against ice, meaning I need to terrestrialize immediately. My main worry is Bronzong, who is immune to ground, so I can't use Earthquake. Versus Caparaja, though I immediately soft reset because I realized I should probably have a move that the only problematic Pokemon doesn't resist. Searching through my TMs, I find Water Pulse, a 60 power water move that can confuse. First, real try out Poppy, I tear immediately against Caparaja so I'm not weak to steel. But this dude has such high defense, naturally, I don't one-shot him with Earthquake. Heavy Slam does half my health because this guy is so friggin' heavy, and another Earthquake finishes it. I was expecting Poppy to send out Bronzong next because it has Levitate and is immune to Earthquake. But I forgot Poppy also has Corviknight, a steel flying type. It doesn't resist Blizzard, sure, But I replaced Blizzard with Water Pulse. Water Pulse does like a quarter of his health, and Brave Bird took me from 114 health to 0. Forgot she had Corviknight. I come back with Blizzard, and Caparasha decides to use Stealth Rock. I'm not sure if he did because he sees the full team of 6, but I can't use the Phanpy and Donphan. I can't switch, and if Riley faints, I just lose, so Stealth Rock does nothing. I start the Blizzard Metronome train on Caparasha so it hits Corviknight higher. God, I really gotta practice reading out loud. Corviknight and Riley seem to have a speed tie because he went first this round and did massive damage with Brave Bird. Then Blizzard fails to take it out, but remember, speed tie. I'll go first, second round, and finish it off. Third is Magnezone, who is double weak to ground, so I obviously click Earthquake. Guess what? He also has Sturdy. All I did was set up a light screen to protect against the 0 special moves I'm going to use, so he gets taken out. Fourth is Bronza. Wait. Isn't Water Pulse special? Third try, I remember I learned Low Kick earlier, and Steel types tend to be very heavy, so I start the battle, forget to Terrestrialize, and take massive super effective damage on Caparasha. My brain was tired that day, okay? Third, real try at Poppy, and I don't forget the Terra, and once again, Caparasha sets up Stealth Rock, which once again does absolutely nothing in a single Pokemon challenge, so I take it out with Blizzard. Second is Corviknight, who went for Iron Defense, probably because I'm at full health. Then he goes for Brave Bird, you have a speed tie, I swear. My second Blizzard finishes it. Third is Magnezone, who obviously survives Earthquake due to Sturdy, but he actually decides to attack this time and finishes me off with Slash Cannon. Great. I try again, this time getting a crit on Caparasha instead of my low kick train early on Corviknight so I can hit Bronzong harder. Bronzong is not as heavy as the rest of Poppy's team, so this is required. Magnezone decides to attack again, so Riley's in rough shape. Even after all the metronome boosts, low kick can't one-shot Bronzong, and he finishes me off. Damn, this is brutal. Corviknight is my main problem because we have a speed tie, so I give some of my stockpiled candies to Riley and level up to 65. Caparasha doesn't hurt me, and I am indeed now faster than Corviknight. Then Magnezone finishes me off. Okay, level 65 didn't work. How about 69? Nice. Since I can one-shot Caparasha, I try to bait Corviknight into using a Steel move or Body Press instead of Brave Bird by Terrestrializing now. He used Iron Defense. Surely I can beat him at full health, right? Let me just click my not built up, not stab physical move after he sharply raised his defense. That'll surely work. It was a long day. Okay? Next attempt, I tried to bait Corviknight again, but I crit him so it didn't matter. I have a chance now. Not a huge chance, but a chance. Magnezone used Light Screen and I start charging Low Kick. Bronzong is out and one Low Kick takes out most of his health as Iron Head takes out a small chunk of mine. Another one finishes it. Last is Tinkaton with Terra boosted Gigaton Hammer. Gigaton Hammer is a strong move, but Riley tanks it just above red health. Will Low Kick kill it? Knockout! One shot. You hear that? That's the sound of victory. That sound doesn't last long though because Larry's back for revenge. I got back Rock Slide and Ice Punch since Earthquake is literally useless here and flying types aren't very heavy. That's right, flying type. Larry went from the first most boring type to the second most boring type. And now he's getting payback for me rightfully slandering his gym mission and beating his ass in the gym battle. Tropius is double weak to ice, so Blizzard kills it. But second is Altaria. Altaria is also double weak to ice, but then I remember this one has flamethrower, so I need to Terra, otherwise I'm double weak to fire. And you bet this thing is faster than me. Nice save, me. Thanks, me. I think he's going crazy. Third is Staraptor, and this thing is not double weak to ice. It still dies in one hit, thankfully, due to the recoil from Brave Bird taking out almost all of my health. Naturally, Holocorio comes out and finishes me off. I think it's clear I have to grind, so I want to experiment on how much damage Flamethrower will do if I don't Terra. About half my health. I didn't Terra because I wanted to try and bait Larry into using close combat. He'll think it's super effective until I Terrestrialize and lose the weakness. Nope, he still went for Brave Bird, and I back out. This is literally the only way out of the Elite Four. As much as I like the Elite Four formula, damn, it's brutal. Especially because I need to battle both Rika and Poppy to get back to Larry. Even at my level of choice, level 81, it's not a walk in the park. Rika is still easy, but Poppy can and did beat me once. I'm now faster than Altaria, but not Staraptor, so he hits Brave Bird, and that didn't go well. Second trying to get past Staraptor despite being hit by Brave Bird. I soft reset last time because I thought I could bait him into some close combat. I can't. Oricorio comes out and does something awful. Tito Dance. This confuses me, but thankfully I can one-shot with Blizzard. Finally, it's Flamingo. If I'm faster, I can one-shot it and win. Guess what? I'm not faster than it, and it finishes me off with Brave Bird. We were so close. Coming back at level 90, it goes much easier. Staraptor is still faster than me, but it doesn't do nearly as much damage as he did last time, so I can take him out. Then I one-shot sweep Oricorio and the terrestrialized Flamingo. That was much easier, but we're not done yet. There's still one more member of the Elite Four, Dragon Trainer Hassel. I was going to take this guy seriously because of how strong he is, or he was going to be, because if the ground trainer was hard for an Abomasnow, then the Dragon Trainer is going to be hard too. But I one-shot his entire team. Noivern and Haxorus even hit Super Fang and 2 super effective Iron Heads respectively, and I still won. I couldn't just spam Blizzard the entire time because my snow ended on Baxcalibur, but it still died in one Ice Punch. Once again, the Dragon Trainer is pathetic. Dragon itself is just a pathetic type, so that makes sense. I'm waiting for a challenge run where the Dragon Trainer isn't piss easy. But we're still not done. We still have top champion Gita on our way before becoming champion ourselves. Let's end this. First is Espartra. How do you pronounce it? Espartra. First there is Espartra, the only Pokemon Gita has that I can't learn any moves for, which is annoying since I swapped the metronome out for the expert belt. Of course, she's faster than me. It's an ostrich. Have you seen these things run? Anyway, I one-shot with Blizzard after it lowered my special defense with Lumina Crash. Second is King Gambit, who I one-shot with a quad super effective expert belt boosted low kick. Third is Avalugg, who, despite being heavier than King Gambit, is not a one-shot. Then he uses Body Press, which did surprisingly little considering this thing has sky-high defense. Another low kick finishes it off. Fourth is Go-Goat, who is one-shot by Blizzard. Then is Veluza, who is one-shot with Giga Drain, because despite this thing's behavior in the overworld, it's slower than Magikarp, so I think I'm fine. Last is Gita's Ace, the rock terrestrialized Grimora, who I one-shot with Giga Drain. That was easy. I was expecting that to be harder. Trainers who specialize in one type typically are harder than trainers who have a variety of types. Like Nemona, who I like to mess with here, telling her I didn't want to become champion, then telling her I don't want to be her rival. She doesn't allow you to say no to either question, literally just looping until you say yes. Damn girl. Yandere much? That's what the internet says anyway. That was a fun adventure, wasn't it? I know there's still a Nemona battle after this, but her team is varied and, like I said, varied teams are not easy. My original goal for this challenge was to get to the credits of the game, but due to my dog breaking her leg, I can't get that without beating this run in like February, so I'm ending it here. That was like the perfect difficulty for a challenge, but I had to grind and strategize with my items. I just wish the ending was a bit more climactic like last year's challenge. Hey, don't blame me, blame Larry for making me have to grind to the 90s because Staraptor is so fast. I didn't want to level up too much, and I have no idea what the lowest level I could have done this at is, but I still did it. I find it funny that like 70% of the game was just spam the same move over and over again because the metronome is just overpowered. But that's kind of the thing with Abomasnow. The main gimmick is to set up hail, or I guess snow, and then spam Blizzard until everything dies. Will I come back to this challenge? Yes, next year. I'm planning on finishing the game and combining that with this so I get the full journey in a neat little package. But that's in a year's time. Merry Christmas. See ya.